Alright, the purpose of this video is to accomplish a couple things. I'm about to upload this video to the computer and then to YouTube. Right now it is 7:25, so we're going to see how long that takes and how it goes. This video is about UFC 245 MMA fighting. I'm just going to go through the fights, give some picks, talk a little bit about some stuff. It's a really good card. Last card of the year is usually pretty good. They used like to go out with a bang. So we're going to be enjoying the fights tonight, watching them on pay-per-view. The early prelims are almost over, but the prelims are on ESPN2, and there's lots of good fights on here. So who is fighting first on the prelims is Matt Brown versus Ben Saunders. Man, oh man, that's a really, really fun fight. I don't know when the last time Ben Saunders fought, but Matt Brown hasn't fought in a while, and I really hope he wins. I think it's going to be a really tough fight. These guys have been fighting in the UFC for a long time, but Matt Brown, I like Matt Brown a lot. His favorite band is also my favorite band, Pantera. Pan-motherfucking Tara. So Matt Brown for the win is who I hope wins. Okay, and then it's Ian Heinisch versus Omari. Man, crazy name. Number 10 versus number 14 in the ranking, and I like Ian. Ian is a recovering addict, I believe. I know he used to do some bad stuff. I believe he lost his last fight, but I would like to see Ian Heinisch win. And then we have Irene Aldana versus Kathleen Vieira. Number 10 versus a number 2. Man, that one, I can't even give a guess. I have no clue. I'm not even going to guess. You know what? Let's throw it up in the air. A number 10 versus a number 2, huh? I have no clue. I'll just say Irene. Let's go with the underdog. Why not? That's a bantamweight bout. And then welterweight. One of my favorite fighters is fighting. Mike Perry. Lots of people don't like Mike Perry. I like Mike Perry, man. He's my kind of guy. He reminds me of people I'd fuck with when I was younger and getting into trouble. I like Mike Perry. He's got a lot of charisma and a lot of energy. Lots of people don't like Mike Perry, but I do. I always root for Mike Perry. Always. He's coming back from that bad nose break. He's got his nose busted, so he's got a restructured nose against Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal's number 14. Mike Perry's not even ranked, but Mike Perry has fought a lot of really good guys. Vicente Luque, he almost whooped his ass. He only lost in the last seconds, and it's actually debatable. It's debatable whether he even lost. I think Jeff Neal's going to be a tough fight. Jeff Neal's undefeated, but I'm rooting for Mike Perry, and I think he's going to win this one. He's due for a win after that fight, man. He's been looking really good the last couple fights, and Jeff Neal looks good too, but I just got to root for Mike Perry. I really do. So that will take us to the main card, and who is the first fight on the main card? Uriah Faber, number 12, versus Peter Yan. This is a bantamweight bout, which is 135 pounds. Uriah Faber versus Peter Yan. I might have just said his name two different ways. Peter Yan's a motherfucker. Uriah Faber, he's like an old guy that doesn't look old, but he's got a good attitude about it. He's like TJ Dillashaw's old coach. They have a lot of heat against each other. Man, I like Uriah Faber, but I think this is going to be a tough one for him. If he wins this, damn, he deserves a big fight. I got to take Peter Yan. I got to take Peter Yan in this one. Got to. All right, and then we got Jose Aldo, number 3 in bantamweight. How is that even happening? He hasn't fought in Has he even fought in bantamweight? Whatever. Versus Marlon Moraes. Marlon Moraes is teammates with Eddie Alvarez, Frankie Edgar, Zabib Nurmagomedov, and Edson Barboza. And you only hear good things about Marlon Moraes. I thought he was going to beat Cejudo, and he didn't. He did really good in the first round. I'm taking Marlon Moraes for sure. All right, now this next one's probably going to surprise a lot of people. I've already gotten heat for this one. Amanda Nunes, the champion, champ at that, versus Jermaine Durandamy. Jermaine Durandamy, I believe, won like an MMA fight against a man. But Amanda Nunes is double champ. She's known as the women's GOAT. She's beat them all. She's beat everybody. She's beat Holly Holm. She's beat Cyborg. She just beat Jessica I believe. Or no, Jessica I was versus. She beat Ronda Rousey. She beat Jermaine before. This is a rematch, actually. But I'm picking Jermaine Durandamy because I really like her boxing. She's longer. I think she's got clean boxing. And I think that she's not afraid of Amanda Nunes like a lot of people are. And I think Amanda Nunes is good, but I think she's going to... I don't think she's going to go on forever being undefeated. Let's just put it that way. And I think Jermaine's a tough fight. I think it is a tough fight for her. Probably her toughest yet. Because Amanda Nunes is a striker and Jermaine is too. And I just like Jermaine's boxing. Amanda's probably got more power, but I think Jermaine could take that power. So I'm picking Jermaine to win this, to a new champion right there. Then we got Max Holloway versus Alexander Volkanovski. Volkanovski's a scary fight. He is. He earned his way up there, but I just I could never go against Max Holloway anymore. It just ain't happening. Max Holloway, I just think he's the best. I do see him possibly never losing that belt. He's got a lot of good fights coming up, like with Zabib and with the other crazy kicker that just beat Jeremy Stevens. I can't think of his name. But Max Holloway's got a lot of good fights coming up. I don't think Alexander's going to be the fight to beat Max Holloway. I really don't. I think Max is probably it's probably going to be a good fight for a couple rounds, maybe the first 2 rounds. And I think Max is probably going to take it in like the 3rd. Yeah, Max Holloway's just really good. I'm a big fan of Max Holloway, and he's just got a good attitude. He's just a really good fighter. Extremely technical striking. And then Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington. Colby Covington's one of my favorite fighters. I don't fucking care what anybody says. If you hate Colby Covington, then he won. I mean, that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's like some reviewers I know. If you hate him or you like him, you're still talking about him. If you're in the middle, that's not what he wants. I love Colby Covington, man. The fact that he's doing what he's doing with the output that he puts out. Most strikes landed against a fighter, Robbie Lawler, his last fight. I think he's just got a really good chin. I think his striking isn't great, but it's a lot of it. He's a lot like Nate and Nick Diaz, where he just throws a lot of punches and just overwhelms people. I mean, by the time you're thinking about doing something, you're getting hit a couple times with soft punches, but every time you reset, there's more punches thrown. Kamaru Usman, it's kind of reverse for me. I don't like him. I just don't like him. How most people hate Colby Covington, I kind of hate Kamaru Usman. I don't know what it is. I think he's almost more fake than Colby Covington is. I really do. I just don't really like him too much. I really don't. Good for him for winning the title against Tyrone Woodley. If they rematched, I think he would win again. I think this is a really good fight. I would not be surprised if Kamaru wins because it's so close. But I'm going with Colby, man. Colby wants to go to the WWE after this, and I think that's a great fucking idea because the fact that he's able to fight and the stamina he has, I think is perfect for pro wrestling. Plus, just the trash talk. He's probably getting people to write for him. I didn't like Colby in the beginning because his jokes kind of sucked, but they're getting better and better. And I just like Colby. I like how he fights, too. He doesn't have to wrestle you to death, but it's just part of the mixed martial arts. Both these guys are really good mixed martial artists. They have striking, wrestling. I don't know how good their jiu-jitsu is, really, but it's going to be a good fight. This is a really good fight to end the year. Usman versus Covington. So yeah, once again, and I'll be out of here. Colby Covington, Max Holloway, Jermaine Durandamy, Marlon Moraes, Peter Yan, and then on the prelims I got Mike Perry. I got I kind of got Irene Aldana. I got Ian Heimisch. And I got Matt Brown with a really tough opening fight. It is now 7:35. Let's see when this video gets up. Thank you for watching. I usually try to talk MMA on I'm No Joe. Check out I'm No Joe podcast on YouTube. It's over there with the meter vapes, and almost all the time Goth T is there. Sometimes it's hard for me to get there with scheduling, and at the end of the week I'm really beat. This week I had computer problems, so I couldn't make it. I really wanted to for this one because this is a fun week. Lots of cool fights coming up, but here's a cool little MMA video for you. I hope you enjoy the fights. Have a great weekend. I'll be live tomorrow. Peace out.